Welcome back. Another fragrance review for you today. Another hidden gem to explore in the niche realm. This is Legendary Fragrances Barista. I'm not exactly sure when this was released. I think it was 2013. The nose behind it is Thierry Bellet, and it's classified as an Oriental vanilla. I searched and searched and searched for a real, true-to-life coffee fragrance. And I searched designer, I searched in a lot of niche fragrances, and really all of the so-called coffee-centric fragrances out there really don't smell like coffee. This was my last gasp toward finding a true-to-life coffee, and I was pleasantly surprised when I found this. Don't let the for women categorization fool you. This is definitely a unisex coffee fragrance. When I first spray this on, it smells quite sweet, and I would guess that's from the cardamom note. It's a little rough around the edges to start. It's not unpleasant or anything. It's like a sweetened beverage, almost like a coffee tea sweetened combination. Once it opens up a little bit, you definitely get coffee, and it's coffee in different forms. It's someone roasting coffee in the background, and it's a dark roasted coffee in front of you, and that aroma is coming off of the warm cup. Into the mid, after about 10 minutes, it darkens up even more, and it loses that cardamom sweetness. And what takes that cardamom sweetness place is a dollop of cream, and you can attribute that to a creamy sandalwood. So that this beverage is swirling in front of you, and there's a little bit of milk or cream in it, and it's starting to really come together, and that sugary sweetness is starting to fade away. Once the beverage is fully mixed, there's just a light dash of dark chocolate thrown across the top of the cup of coffee, and it's like a light dash of chocolate powder or cocoa powder. It's dark. It's not sugary sweet chocolate. It's very well done. After about 3 hours, it dries down to its final form, and it still remains steadfast in that coffee-centric combination of ground coffee, freshly ground coffee, and that beverage that's in front of you. However, there's a woody note in there that you could interpret as the table that you're sitting at the diner or the cafe, and that really mixes in with that coffee note. It's extremely well done, and it's very well balanced. The best way I can describe this is after about 10 minutes, once that sweetness goes away, you can liken it to an empty, used cup of sweetened diner coffee. So if you've ever, drank a whole cup of coffee at a diner or wherever at home, and it's been sweetened with sugar and it's had milk in it, and you let that cup of coffee just dry out a little bit, and you stick your nose in it, that's probably about 90 to 95% of what you're going to smell in this. So it's very, very realistic as opposed to the other so-called coffee fragrances out there. I was pleasantly surprised. The price on this is very reasonable. I haven't checked the Legendary Fragrances website recently, but you could get one of their testers, which looks identical to the bottle you're looking at, for I think it was between $65 and $75, so it's very well done. The performance is excellent. I've gotten very good feedback from the opposite sex on this. My girlfriend tells me whenever I wear this that it makes her hungry. So that's definitely an indictment of how well made this fragrance is and how true to life it is. Is that it invokes a physical reaction to its scent. So very, very realistic. I thoroughly enjoy it. It really starts out like an EDT, which it is an EDT, but the longevity is more along the lines of an EDP. So it really has the best of both worlds in that regard. So it's definitely a coffee fragrance that lasts. I highly recommend you check it out. You're probably not going to be able to find a sample of it unless you go through the Legendary Fragrances website, which I think they're going to charge you about $10 to sample it. So if you're a coffee lover and you want to smell like coffee, just go ahead and blind buy it, because that's exactly what you're going to smell like. If you own this one, or if you tried it, or you have any questions, please comment on the video, and I'll try to interact with you and get back to you on any questions you have. Certainly a fragrance worth checking out, and please let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.